Kingdom Hearts 3. Woohoo! I didn't like this game. It felt very forced. I played it to impress someone. It's kind of a mistake. I kind of regret it. It wasn't worth it. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I like Final Fantasy. I like Disney. I don't like them together. I don't like that they made a universe here. I don't even like Final Fantasy that much. I like 7, I like Cloud and Tifa and Red. I like because I had a stepbrother who played Final Fantasy 7 on the PS1 and I was a little young at the time. 3 years younger than he was, but I watched him play it and it looked good. It was just kind of a very magical game to me at the time. I've always liked Disney. I've always watched their movies ever since I was a kid. It's our childhood. But I don't like this game. I don't like the universe. I don't like the lore. I think them combined is kind of silly. It's like what's to take most franchises and things that are out there and just what's to stop them from putting things together and just randomly mashing things up enough to the point where it makes enough sense to actually get a game production out of it and have it be distributed through, you know, throughout the world. Yeah. To be fair though, I want to say this is like the first and only thing like this that's ever been done. Other than fighting games, you know, they'll combine universes together. Which, if just as a small comparison to fighting games, like even fighting games, they might have two universes that come together that make no damn sense. But at least it works. But I kind of like it more when two universes within the same realm meet. And kind of come together. Because I think that's cool. Like, ooh, we come from the same world and the same universe, maybe even, but we're like kind of combining forces and fusing into this like otherworldly kind of thing. But here it's like, okay, as much common ground as you could argue that Japan has with Western stuff, our relationship, games, movies, music, there's a lot of common ground Final Fantasy specifically has with Disney. In some aspects, sure. And it may not even have to be that specific. It could just be, you know, you can break this down in so many different ways. It could be anime and cartoons. Specifically Disney. You know, Disney is the big boy. But it's not everything either, you know? I mean, I like that they went with the whole kingdom theme of this game. Like, they took the kings of Japan, anime, and the kings of cartoons, Disney. And combined them and made this really pretty, really fragile, pure thing. And, yeah, I think it worked out pretty well. The most... even just this game gets my brain just all like, I don't even know, dude. Like, I'm a dreamer, and I like fantasy. I like having my head in the clouds. I like feeling free in that way. I really do. This game pushes that. It really like distorts my reality in a way that doesn't make me feel comfortable. And I think this franchise knows that people are either gonna hate it or like it. I don't really know if there is an in between. They're tipping the scales, you know? Disney, Final Fantasy, Japan, the West, America, anime, cartoons. It's like, and I realize like Square Enix is the thing here. What are they? A Japanese development team. So in a sense, the only people that probably could have pulled this off was Square Enix. And it is weird that they work so closely with Disney, because their thing is Final Fantasy, and they had their baby work together with Disney. Like, I am curious how like this whole deal went down. But obviously there was a lot of communication, there was a lot of licensing things, there was a lot of reference material. You know, that's what Disney's famous for, is collaboration. I mean, dude, they bought up Star Wars, they buy everything up. It's a conglomerate. Is that the right word? Disney just consumes everything that's out there. I don't know how they do it, but they do, man. They've been making money off of us for how many years now? I mean, let's face it, Disney's got a lot more history to it than Final Fantasy. Holy. But to be fair, even Final Fantasy's been around forever. They've been such an established label and brand for so long. Same with Disney. It's just this game, like, it makes sense. I get why, I get all these things. I just don't like it. It doesn't make any sense. It's confusing, it's weird, it's strange and odd. Which is kind of nice sometimes. That's kind of my realm. I really. But in this way, not so much. I like that they talk about good and evil. I like that they emphasize that. Within Disney alone, there's a lot of good and evil. There's villains. There's even the deeper stuff, like rabbit hole kind of things that goes into a lot of dark Disney things that are out there. Final Fantasy, I mean, that's obviously their thing too. Like, most things that are out there, what else can you really go off if it's good versus evil? And even in evil games, it always comes back to the whole good versus evil. Even good games, it comes around to some sort of good versus evil aspect in some way or another. So you're never going to get rid of that. So this is a good way to represent that. It's just too easy to list off the whole like pros and cons of this, because they just make it too easy for me to do. And I'm all about that balance and the light and good and evil, dark. I love it. It is my thing. But here it's like, why is it a thing here? Why is it a why was this made? Like, who decided? Who sat there and was like, hey, let's. Someone had to have. I don't think I don't see why it could have been a mutual thing. It could have been. I kind of doubt it though, because usually things like this, especially with how big and expansive it is, technically, it's all reference material. It's all just slapped together like a sandwich at your friend's house, but like, You know, someone had to have had it in their head. It's weird because I could see Disney going to Square Enix / Final Fantasy to do this collaboration, but I can also see Square Enix being the ones that are like, you know, hey, Japan anime, Final Fantasy, Square Enix, we have the power. We're the developers, we're the gaming lords of the world. Not Square Enix specifically, but just Japan. I'm not gonna give Square Enix that much credit. I like Final Fantasy VII and Cloud and Red and all that, but I mean, Jesus. Sephiroth, you know. Which is funny because none of that has anything to do with this game. I didn't find out anything about Kingdom Hearts 2 till after I played this. I was like, really? Which was kind of a spoiler because if I were to ever have played 1 and 2, which I honestly kind of doubted at this point, I would have liked to not get spoiled in that sense because I'm glad I didn't get spoiled for this game. It was a blind first playthrough and I enjoyed the surprises and yeah, like someone had to have called up someone and been like, hey, what do you think about Final Fantasy and Disney? Could work? Maybe, yes. What is that called? Like a proposal, you know? Hey, we're big. You're big. Let's do something together, you know? And dude, for all I know, this could have been made because of like the things that were happening at the time. Like maybe there was a point because these things happen, like trending things, like hey, let's combine universes together. Whether it's from the same universe, whether it's from different universes, maybe there's like a phase somewhere along the way that someone did that and this just happened to get made. I don't know. I feel like the I don't know, it's like the universe knew that Disney and Final Fantasy were a thing and just kind of had a baby, and this is what happened. I don't know. This game is wild, dude. The ending lasted way too damn long. It felt like 3 freaking hours. Some other things I didn't like, the mobility, it felt very light. Like Sora didn't really have any weight to him. It felt like I was just kind of floating around everywhere, and like I originally played this on PS4 Pro, I think. Does that make a difference? Not really, but yeah, it was it was kind of bad. Like the mobility was bad. Running up walls like he's a fucking ninja was bad. The combat was really bad. It was too easy. Like I get this game's geared towards kids. And sure, adults that have kids' minds and stuff, fine. Like, oh, we're all a kid at heart, right? Well, yes and no. Yeah, you could just literally spam X and just kill everything, basically. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, there was some exploration, finding secrets and exploring and stuff, which is kind of cool. It's like a A to B game, but I mean, you can look around, you can backtrack, you can kind of do whatever you want. Like at one point after I finished the game, I was like, you know, maybe for some reason I'll play this again. I don't know why, but you just never know reasons why to play a game, or kind of doing all this, you're gonna have to kind of justify your own reasons why you do very specific things that you would do or plan, or maybe it's spontaneous. Yeah, and More things I didn't like was the ship that you used to travel from place to place. It was awful. It was just some cheap little toy thing. There's a lot of things in this game that I don't think really needed to be there. But they were there anyway. Okay. Yeah, probably the most enjoyable thing out of this game was the cutscenes.
And don't forget, we'll keep an eye on you.
Oh, this is gonna be lots of fun.
It's not a vacation. Let's go!
Count on us.
And obviously it's only because, like, you know, I like watching Disney. I don't know, it's cool because this is the only place, this is the only space that you can really ever find something like this. Like, oh, some Final Fantasy stuff, that's cool, it's interesting, maybe I can get to know a little bit more about it, fill in some gaps, whatever. I don't really care about that. You know, it's another way to look at Disney, and, you know, aside from the movies and stuff and the series, this was a way to kind of look at it in a different light. I like the franchises that they chose for this game. That's the most appealing thing to me about Kingdom Hearts, is the different things they decide to include into each game. Like, are they gonna come out with, you know, this or that, whatever? I like that they chose Goofy too as a main character, or side character, because I like Goofy. I don't like Duck though. Donald Duck's fucking annoying, so. Of the Disney stuff that they decided to put in. The bad things I just mentioned, it's confusing. There's too many tutorials.
Goddamn, that DJ made my day. Comes from a very trustworthy developer team. Gave me a little bit more insight on Final Fantasy, which I don't have enough of. Dabbled in some of the CGI movies and Final Fantasy Goddamn, that DJ made my day.
it's just holy crap, dude. This is for like the fucking insane psychos who are just like, ooh, Disney, ooh, Final Fantasy, it just drives me crazy. Makes me insane. Like, dude, this reality distortion problem, mind altering, wacky, bleh, it's just holy cow, dude. It's a lot, man. This game makes my brain hurt. I can't even think straight right now. Most games I play because I want to. This was kind of a forced thing that I just did one day, and it was for stream's sake. I didn't play this for me. I'm glad I played it to experience it and to kind of understand it myself instead of just having this kind of opinion about it. Because I've seen videos, I knew about it, but that's like, dude, I did not know enough. I didn't want to know enough. I was not interested. I have better things to play, better things to do. And it's funny because I can shit on this game all day, but there's gonna be those fans out there that are just so diehard fans, dude. What are you talking about? Kingdom Hearts the best, dude. You got Final Fantasy, bro, and like Disney. Hello. Yeah, my man, that's exactly my problem. Jesus Christ. Just because something exists and it's cool and doesn't mean it's good. Doesn't mean you have to like it. If you can, great. That's your choice. It's your life. Fine. I don't give a shit. But god damn, dude, like, and this is coming from Japan too, mainly. There's Disney influence in it, but let's face it, it's a Japanese game. But yeah, other things I don't like is their packaging. Kingdom Hearts 2.5 or whatever the hell they're doing. What the heck, dude? What is wrong with you guys? Hello? Are you okay? Kingdom Hearts, Square Enix? Earth to whoever? What are you doing? Dude. And these games are so expensive. They're still full price. I think it's such garbage, man. All it is a collector's item, dude. Oh, buy our Keyblade props. Do a cosplay like Sora and wear goofy big clown McDonald's shoes and dude, someone call the fashion police, man. Yellow shoes, red pants. Thank God he has a nicer drip here in this game. Sora. Do a cosplay of our little Death Eater people. Or the Heartless, whatever the hell they're called, man. You know, buy all our little keychains and get a tattoo and like our logo and get all our games and get all the versions and all the platforms and look up all the videos and make videos about it and it's all about us. Kingdom Hearts, dude, they're so needy, you know? Like, I have never seen something demand so much more goddamn attention than this game. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. They're asking way too much, man. They're asking too much money, too much time, too many different versions of the game. They want you to accept this no matter who you are, what you do, where you're at. It's like, dude, chill. It's like when parents tell you to do something, dude. That doesn't mean like I'm an obedient dog. I'm not gonna fucking do something and like your game just because you want me to. That's stupid. Have some standards, guys. Have some fucking, like, think for yourself, you know? Have your own opinions. Have your own beliefs and dreams and goals and... What the hell does this game have anything to do with that, man? It doesn't. It's just, it's something that exists and that can be liked and that has a fan base. I don't know why or how. And it's something to do. It's an experience. It's different. It's not your average typical game that you would play. It's the only thing like it that exists as far as I'm aware of. Which isn't always a good thing in that aspect. I don't know. The gameplay was cool. As in, not really the gameplay itself, but like the combat was such a joke. But the fun part I liked about it was like all the different power-ups and abilities and moves that you had. Those are pretty fun. It really brought out like the wackiness of this game, and the colorful, vibrant. There's a lot of detail in this game. It is such a shiny coat of paint that, I mean, it's a shiny turd at this point. It's a polished turd. It's window dressing. It's nice. It's beautiful, pretty. But it's for like very select people, very immature people, very kids. People that think it's so cute. I don't know. I think they were depending way too much on people that were already fans of Disney and Final Fantasy. But who the hell was ever like a fan of Disney and Final Fantasy together? No one wanted this game. No one asked for it. And it happened. Who the hell was out there, especially around the production time and of the first game, and was like, dude, you know what would be cool? Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. I'll admit this game does make me curious in the way that, like, what the hell were the developers thinking? Who put this together? Why? It does make me curious. It's like one of those things that asks to be hated. Like, oh, you just hate me because you ain't me. It's like, I don't know about that, but I don't know, dude. Even the story, like, Sora is so clingy and like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I think Sora's a nice guy though. He's got a heart of gold. I respect him. He is very basic though, which was, I think, kind of the point. You're taking such unique, different franchises that the direction they went with Sora kind of had to be done. But that doesn't mean it fills up these gaps, dude. This was a story within a story that was made out of fucking nowhere and just became a thing, and yet is so widely accepted, and it's like, come on. Here's the problem. It's like, you know what? I live in this world. I get that there's other people that like other things, and I'm not, you know, completely right, and I'm not God. Okay, but there's it. You know, when you work somewhere, you're all kind of with very like-minded people, at least in some aspect, right? But here it's like, hey, let's take everyone in the world and make them into Kingdom Hearts fans. They had a mission to do that, and I do not think that they succeeded necessarily. I mean, dude, as famous as this game is and as big as it... Realistically, there's probably only, what, like a handful of people that actually like this shit. Because there's enough people out there that do have standards, and people are getting smarter, and... You know, hopefully people are making their own decisions and having their own opinions and making their own statements and comments and being comfortable with themselves enough to the point where they don't have to feel forced to like something just exactly like this. It's like you may as well just put up a big sign at the beginning of the game or something like, hey, you better like our game. You know, we worked really hard on it and it's really cool. Yeah, so what, dude? steak's really good, ice cream's really good, but am I gonna have them like together in a bowl and eat them? Ugh, that sounds fucking disgusting. Cut up some steak into little pieces, dude, and put it in ice cream. Oh god. So, yeah. There's things I like about this game and there's things I don't. I don't hate it, I don't love it. I don't like it. I do dislike it. Am I saying all that right? It confuses me, it makes me scared. Like, I already have such a hard time dealing with my reality and the life around me and how to justify things and think and go about a lot of things, the things I like, the franchises I choose to be a part of, and everyday decisions, just life. And I don't need this game coming into my life and kind of making things worse and just confusing and different, weird, strange. I just have a lot of standards and a lot of boundaries. And if you're playing this game, there's probably a good chance you don't have any of those things. You don't have any good qualities. You just, you know, you'll simp for anything, doesn't really care. Such a turnoff. It's, I don't know. And I'm not afraid to say any of this either, because it's like, dude, this game kind of deserves that kind of treatment from someone just like me. This game was not meant to be in my life. And it wouldn't have naturally if I would have gone on my own path. But there's things along the way that happen, and this is just kind of one of the bumps in the road. I don't even call it a bump in the road, man. It may as well have been like a giant boulder right in my damn way. Like trying to ride a bike over a giant rock. Yeah, it was okay. Kingdom Hearts, woohoo!